Yeah.
Let's get it. What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. I got HTM Sports in the building. Mr. Hen, what's happening with you, sir?
Man, living righteous, baby boy. We in here.
Yes, sir. Hey, we feeling good. These Cowboys moving and jugging. Hey, they wheeling and dealing, and they got me in my feelings. I'm feeling excellent, dog. Let's get it.
Boy, they out here finessing, ain't they?
Yes, sir. We finessing these boys, man. They making plays. Them Cowboys making plays, man. Shout out to Jameson Taylor. Shout out to Two Broke to Pay Attention. We in the building, man. Shout out to Michael Lockhart. Let's go. You got your Cowboys out here doing their thing now. Know what I'm saying? The beggars can't be choosers. We been begging. Now they done chose to do something for once. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate your team out. Just be grateful. Celebrate. Like I said, never forget. This is a 12-5 football team you adding to. You're not taking away like last year. You know what I'm saying? This is not a blank canvas. This is a nicely painted picture you just adding the finishing touches to. You understand me? This is the Mona Lisa with the last few strokes on that thing. You understand me? Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking. Let them know here. We ain't gotta rebuild. You know what I'm saying? We retooling.
Exactly. Hey, man, we already beat the hell out of everybody, man. We won 12 games last year, and we won a playoff game. We ain't trying to take from that. We trying to just add on. We trying to keep building.
Yes, sir. We in here. But you know we gonna make these haters hate, though. You know this Brandin Cooks made these haters hate, because these Cowboys is cooking. You understand me? You already know that. Let's get this trap round the corner, man. Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's get it.
I just blew a bag, ran it back.
We in the building. Give me a one if everything sound lovely, man. I appreciate everybody rocking.
Just let them hate.
We got Mafia Mods in the building, Miss Regina Green, Michael Lockhart, Double R, Fish the Buzz, Avita, you know what I'm saying? Jonathan Taylor over there on Facebook, Sally Lawyer on Facebook, let's go. Spoonie Dog in the building, the money in here. Hey, we booming and jugging today, baby, let's get it. Hit that like and share for the squad, it will not charge a card. Let's go. Lamont said, Lamont being nefarious already. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it.
Took my brother, that made me go harder. That turned me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the comma. I'ma run up them comma, the summer, run up them numbers.
Yeah.
I know that they hate the way it
ball, man. Street made on the chain, yeah. Y'all know what time it is, man. We should be happy, baby. Let's get it. We enjoying ourselves. Don't let them haters rain on your parade and try to convince you he's all of a sudden bad. You know what I'm saying? We got some weapons in the building. We got Young Ryan Dakota tooled up, baby. We got them scraps ready. Let's go. Let's get it. Hey, shout out to everybody rocking with the squad, man. Y'all know what time it is. We in the building with it. You know, it's Landlord and HTM Sports in this thing, man. Shout out to everybody rocking, sir. What's going on? What's happening? Now, you may think you might be watching me from school or maybe at home or even watching me through a phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, sir. What's happening? What's happening? We got HTM in the building. How you feeling today, sir?
Man, I'm feeling righteous, brother. Hey, real quick, let me show some love to the folks that came over from the liquor store, brought the hen into the trap, man.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, man, Cowboys fan 95, I see you, man. Michael Lockhart, Gary Murphy, Michael Autry, Brian Kite, Tyrone Church, Jadge and Jeff, I see y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for the love and support, man. Let's keep rocking.
Yes, sir. We in here, man. Hey, we live in the trap with it, man. So I'm trying to send out my little tweet real quick, so just fill in for a second, man. I be slipping on Twitter sometimes, so give me 1 second.
Nah, take your time, man. They say proper preparation prevents poor performance. So we are doing what we got to do to make everything do what it needs to do. So, hey, man, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. And, hey, the Dallas Cowboys are out here making moves. We did acquire a real speedster, a true route runner, and a former number 1 wide receiver. It wasn't the guy that everybody was begging for. It wasn't DeAndre Hopkins. But I'm going to tell you, we're going to get on here and tell you why you don't need to even worry about that. Because Brandin Cooks is still a dog.
Facts.
And he will pay dividends in this offensive scheme that you finna see from us, man. I promise you.
Facts. We gonna take a look at all the numbers. You know he ain't got the numbers, and we taking a look at the film today too. So we got us an absolutely great show prepared for y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad, man. You already know Landlord been watching films from sun up to sundown. You already know that. You already know that now. I ain't gonna come up here and say what everybody else saying. I'm gonna come up here and tell you what I seen. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between somebody who does the research and somebody who follows suits. You know what I'm saying? I don't go with the flow. I am the flow. Shout out to Mr. Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
We are the flow over here. So when you get to do the work, this the beautiful thing about doing the work, Mr. HTM. When you do the work, you can be speaking with conviction, you know what I'm saying? Because you seen this with your own eyes. Can't nobody tell you what you seen with your own eyes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna tell you what you seen with your own eyes? You know what I'm saying? We don't allow that in the trap. We don't do that. We don't do that. We live today, sir. I don't know if y'all aware, but your Cowboys been moving and jugging. We got this thing going on. So, hey, this is what we all been asking for. This is what we all been waiting for. And the Cowboys came and delivered. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So, I'd like to tell folks, just keep it real. I need y'all to stop lying on Brandin Cooks because y'all mad about DeAndre Hopkins. Y'all mad about Odell Beckham. Like, stop lying on that man.
Facts.
Y'all out here saying this man old. Y'all here saying this man injury prone. That is a lie. You want to know why it's a lie? Because we got numbers and game tape to prove that it's a lie. So I want y'all to peep this though. Like Brandin Cooks, he been in the league since 2014. I think that's really what throwing folks off. Like he been in the league almost a decade, right?
Yeah, he's semi-old man. That's what they trying to say.
I want you to understand this. Did y'all know that Brandin Cooks is only 6 months older than Tyreek Hill?
What? Say that again.
If y'all did not know this, Brandin Cooks is only 6 months older than one Tyreek Hill, despite the fact.
You got to get that done after that. You understand?
I know you're ready for that.
Yes,
despite
sir.
Despite the fact that he's been in the league 2 years longer, he's actually only 6 months older.
Oh, I missed the super already, man. Shout out to Mafia My GTA cranking it up in the trap, man. We feeling good today, sir. I appreciate you with them 5, sir. He said them Philly content creators sick. They mad as hey, man.
The South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
Hey, man. We don't know nothing about that, sir. You know what I'm saying? We already checked in on them, man. We checked in on them. You know what was going on? This what was happening. We just got an open angle on all the Philly fans and the content creators. They over there sad, man. It's a sad day for them. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to be considerate. You understand? Don't do them too bad. You understand? We ain't gonna be bullies. You understand? We ain't gonna be bullies.
That's a lie.
Yeah, you already know we finna. Man, come on.
Kick them while they down. Take their lunch money. Slap their girl on their butt cheek.
You know we finna go at they throat. You know we going at they throat. We don't care nothing about it, bro. Their misery, it brings us joy. You understand? We are natural oppositions. You know what I'm saying? For some of the older fans in the building, you know ops mean opposition. That means they're against us. You know what I'm saying? We are Batman, they are Joker. You understand me? So, yeah, we laughing at the ops, man. You know what I tell them? Here, pass me a lighter.
Hey, yo, pass me a lighter. I'm trying to smoke me up.
I'm trying to smoke me a op in the building, man. Shout out to Mafia Miles with another super. He gave me another 5, man. He trapping today, King. He trapping today. He says Cooks is younger than D-Hop and OBJ and has more 1,000-yard seasons than the both of them. and has more 1,000-yard seasons than the both of them. Shout out to JC Cowboy Network. Shout out to Tyrone Church, man. It feel like a family affair, man. It's a family reunion today. It's a family reunion today. My Cowboy did everything I wanted them to do. Now, it might not be the exact players. You know, I did kind of want Jerry Jeudy now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to sit up here and count. But, you know, this is no shabby constellation prize here. This is a decent move by your Cowboys. I'm not mad at all, sir. I'm not mad at all.
Now, I agree with that, man. And I'm glad that he brought up that Brandin Cooks has more 1,000-yard season than those older guys. He also has played more games the last, 3 seasons than them boys have, right?
Yeah.
They up here trying to run with this narrative that he's injury prone, he be missing a bunch of time, this, that, and the third. But did you know that Brandin Cooks actually has played 44 games in the last 3 years? And this is before everybody else that the Dallas Cowboys were talking about. Hopkins only played 35 in the last 3 years. Odell Beckham only played 25 in the last 3 years because he ain't played a single game last year. And Jerry Jeudy, he only played 41. So all these other guys that we were connected to, talking to, courting, like he played more games than them. He's been healthier than them. And
absolutely.
The most important thing, he has more playoff experience than them.
Yeah, this man played in the Super Bowl.
He been to 2 Super Bowls.
2 Super Bowls. Hey, that's even better. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 Super Bowl experienced players in the corner and in a wide receiver that's bringing his leadership to your locker room. That's outstanding, y'all. I don't think y'all understand what that's going to do for this locker room. But shout out to B Bird in the building, sir, with the $2 holler. What's happening? I appreciate you, sir. He said, what up, landlord and Henny? Great day to be a Cowboy. Ain't it outstanding, B Bird? Ain't it outstanding? Yeah, now you know when I told you, when they making the moves that I asked for, you know I'm finna cut up today. You know what I'm saying? You know I can't hit, but I'm sorry. This is what I made the trap for. You know what I'm saying? This is why we got this platform. To cut up when your team cut up. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Be that arrogant Cowboy fan right now. Don't be on the wrong side of history. You understand me? Your team finna cut up. And if you got any doubt in your quarterback, you are stone cold crazy. Dak finna act a fool with Brandin Cooks.
Boy, they goofy. Oh, hey, real quick. Shout out to Coach Moore for the $5 donation, brother.
Shout out to Coach Marv in the building, man. We appreciate you, Coach. Let's get it. Look, you add Brandin Cooks to this offense, you got to think, we're not asking Brandin Cooks to be Brandin Cooks of Texas. That's what I said yesterday. You're not getting the same Brandin Cooks that you got in Houston. This is a whole new version of him. You want to know why? Because he's around a better offense with a better quarterback, and he is somewhere that he want to play at. He want to be here. He want to be here. Shout out to Dwayne Brown, Miss Queen Cowboys. What's happening? She said, what you want me to say? I don't know what you got.
Dwayne Brown.
I don't know what Queen be in the fairies in the chat. You almost got me, Miss Queen. You almost got me. Shout out to you guys, the poet in the building. Shout out to Choctaw with the $2 holler. What's happening, sir? He says, shit, I played 65 games in 3 years and OBJ in the Super Bowl. Yeah, what you mean? You said I played 65 games? What you mean he played 65 games in 3 years? I don't know, Choctaw. Fill me in. I'm kind of lost. You know what he mean?
Nah, you see Choctaw coming.
Oh, okay. He said, shit, I played 65 games in 3 years and OBJ in the Super Bowl. I don't know what you mean by that, sir. I'm sorry. Shout out to Double R in the building, everybody rocking, man. Common Sense Lab. We in here, man. We trapping on a Monday. You know what I'm saying? And your team is actually doing common sense moves. You should be excited, y'all. Y'all really should be excited. Hey, shout out to B Bird. I heard John Skywalker call, man. He said, hey, man, this is a reference to landlord. He said, hey, we ain't got Big Mike no more. We got Nefarious Mike, sir. We got Nefarious Mike, man. I appreciate that love, Mr. B Bird. He said, shout out to Nefarious Mike. The culture is shifting. Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is, man. Y'all should be happy. Just like you said on your analogy, B Bird, when we swing, don't be mad if we miss. You know what I'm saying? Just be mad if we standing out at the plate with the bat and scared to do something. You know what I'm saying? That's when you be mad. When they don't have the heart or the passion or the courage to attempt to swing. That's when you get mad. Sometimes, you know, you're going to miss a couple on. But I want my team to be a big swinger in free agency. And, hey, we ain't big swinging, but at least we swinging. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? At least we swinging. But, yeah, man, I got a few things that's going on. Let me see, man. You know, we building this plane wise in the air. But I think somebody said, you heard, what was that hint? Somebody said, oh, it's breaking news. It's nefarious news. That's what it is today. Oh, my bad. I wasn't aware.
I see you too.
You know, they said this is not live from the star. It's live from the, you know what I'm saying, by the place real close to it. You know what I'm saying? We got some images of Mr. Dak Prescott. Got them boys moving and jugging out there, hands. Them boys moving and jugging out here, man. Dak got them boys in the Dak yard. So, hey, this is what you want to see from your quarterback. This is leadership. He got Jalen Tolbert out there. We know he definitely need to be out there. You know what I'm saying? He got Semife Hoku, I believe. He got a couple of players, man. Turpin. He got some players that need that work. And your quarterback is taking the initiative, inviting these guys over, you know what I'm saying, putting in that work, sir. What you feeling about that, man? What you feel about seeing Dak got your players in the Dak yard?
Man, that's real initiative, man. It's leadership.
Yeah.
And listen, this is stuff he ain't got to do. Like, he could be on vacation with this man got $160 million in the bank. He could be somewhere with a snow bunny on the island, parlaying with his feet up, drinking a mojito, but he ain't doing that. He in Dallas. Man, he in Dallas with the young guns, trying to improve his game, trying to help them improve. So, you gotta love it. It's initiative. Like, this is the stuff that we talk about, like, about being a leader. Like, Dak Prescott is a leader by example. He's out there with them in the middle of March when ain't no football being played. Right, he could be chilling watching the XFL game. Right, he want to see some football, be around some football. Yes, but he parlaying, man. He up there with the guy trying to get better.
Facts,
man. That's why you never count Dak Prescott out, man. That's why he took the leaps and bounds in his development.
Yeah,
he's a much better passer.
He got Dennis Houston out there too, man. Shout out to DC4 Life with the $2 holla. I appreciate you, sir. What's happening? He said, what up, landlord? Let's go, Cowboy. DC4L, man. That's the type of spirit I need in here, man. Y'all must forgot who we was.
We are America's team.
Y'all must forgot who we was.
The most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
They tuning in every Sunday, man. You got to walk like a king to be respected as one, sir. You understand me?
Amen.
You got to walk like a king. You know what I'm saying? That guy that got them boys getting right, man. I love it. Like he said, he could have been doing anything in the world, but he out there putting in that work, sir. And hey, you need to take your hat off. Like, hey, y'all think it's easy to be this dedicated and this determined to be better and be great. It ain't easy. These are young men. You know how nefarious we be on the weekends. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to DC4 Life for the $3 donation. I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, DC4 Life, in there trapping with us. But this is not easy, y'all. This is not easy to be this focused when nobody's looking. You know what I'm saying? When nobody told you to. But listen to this foolishness, Mr. Kelsey talking about our Cowboys now. Listen to this foolishness. Can you hear this? Now, I'm not a Harry Potter guy like that. I'm going to be honest with y'all. So I had to go to refer to some of my Harry Potter people. So my wife loves it. My brother-in-laws love it. So I just had to ask, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a Harry Potter guy, unfortunately. But this is the analogy Mr. Kelsey said about our Dallas Cowboys. Listen up.
What about a guy like Tony Romo?
Slytherin. I mean, anybody on the Cowboys is Slytherin.
So is Jerry Jones is he like the head of Slytherin?
Yeah, Jerry Jones is for sure Slytherin. He's Lord Voldemort. He's probably got Horcruxes scattered all through the United States. Jason Garrett being one of them.
What's a Horcrux?
Well, a Horcrux is when somebody separates their soul and they put their soul into another object or person. You see what I'm saying? You see where we're going in this? It makes sense now, right?
See, That's that foolishness that them Eagles be on now. They sneak dissing and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They ain't really not sneak dissing. They all out with it. But hey, y'all took that L. It's all good. But hey, what you think about that? Are you familiar with Harry Potter? I'm not sure about the chat. Are y'all familiar with Harry Potter like that?
I am. They trying to say we evil.
Yeah, we the big bad wolf then.
Hey, what that boy Shiesty say? Hey, he support Gucci. Hey, he said he ride Gucci because they support the snakes.
Fact.
So hey, they said we big slime. They said we big slime.
Let's get it. Hey, they afraid. That's what I'm hearing. They afraid. But let's see. Okay, let's see what else we got on the agenda. Hold on. Is that the same thing? Yes, it is. Wait a minute. I had my other stuff. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold up. I got it going. Give me 1 second. Shout out to Mafia My GTA with the $5 super. He says, players. Hold on. Let me bring up the regular screen. Y'all know I'm building this plane in the air. Forgive me. But he says prayers for the 2 students shot at Lamar High School this morning down the street from Cowboys Stadium. Dang, I ain't heard about that. Dang. Yeah, prayers up for those students, man. That's terrible news. Was it a student that did it or just a crazy fool coming into school? What happened? I ain't heard nothing about it, man. Dang, that sucks. It's some crazy people in this world, man. Crazy people, man.
Yeah. Just pray for the protection and the well-being of them kids, man. Just keep them in your prayers. And that's the best that we can do right now, man. We hate that the world is like this, dog.
Yeah.
That is so common. That is so common nowadays, man. So I just pray for their well-being. I hope they're all right. I hope that they survive any wounds that they may have maintained. I hope whoever did it, that they got them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good, man. I hate to hear stuff like that, though, man. It just kind of killed my mood, unfortunately. But, it's got.
Especially as a parent.
Yeah, we got prayers up for them, man. We got prayers up for them big time, man. But, like I said, I'm kind of building the show real quick. I got y'all, though. I'm finna throw some of this Cooks film on here. So
you want me to talk some numbers while you're working with that, man?
Yeah, talk some numbers for me, man. You know who you are. Talk some numbers to these good people, man.
All right, man. So we've been talking about real quick, shout out to Dwayne Brown for the $5 donation. I appreciate you for the
shout out to you,
my
Dwayne
guy.
Brown in the building. Appreciate you, sir.
But yeah, in terms of Brandin Cooks, man, this is a guy who is still a speedster. He ran a 4.3 coming in. He's only 29 years old. That's why I be talking about. You don't need to listen to the talking heads, the hating Eagles fans. This man ain't even 30 yet. He will have played a game or two with the Cowboys before he even turned 30. So he won't be 30 until a couple games into the season. He's only 29 years old. He runs a 4.3. Still runs the 4.3. And check this out, man. He is second in the league in 30-yard receptions since 2014. The only guy who has more 30-yard bombs caught is Tyreek Hill in that time frame. He has more than
that deserved the bomb. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you good. So if you talk about a deep play threat, he has more deep. He has more deep balls than everybody else since 2014. He has more than Mike Evans. He has more than whoever else you want to name. Right since coming into the league. You can guarantee that he is going to make a play down the field, and that is the dynamic that he brings to the team. Listen, he really can run by. He really can run by guys. You're flat-footed. If you're even, he's leaving. So that's why you need to really be excited about this. Even last year, in what people would consider a down year for him, he averaged 12.5 yards a catch. So he basically averaged 13 yards of reception.
Yeah.
That's big right there.
That's outstanding production at his age. So let's take a look. I think I got it set up now. We finna take a look at some of this film work, man. Let me get a little music up in this thing. So you know how we do it in the trend app. I appreciate everybody rocking with your boy. You understand? We in the building with it. So let me pull it up. I got you right now. Bam. Everybody watching, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you can and can't see at the moment, but We got Cooks right here at the bottom of the screen in motion, looks like. Let's run it. Bam. You got him in motion at the bottom of the screen?
No, I see myself right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a little behind. But hey, you see, with routes like that, you need somebody that's going to respect that speed. You need somebody that's going to make them respect that speed. Now, we like to do all these comeback routes. This is the type of speed you got to have to determine it. You see how far back that cornerback played that route just because of the speed. You know what I'm saying? He started backing up way too early. You know what I'm saying? He's backing up. And his hips already turned to run. That right there indicating that, hey, he know this guy got some speed. You need somebody to be respecting that speed, sir. You know what I'm saying? I love the effect he gonna have on his team.
Did you notice something? Did you notice that the stop route worked well because the corner played so far off?
Yeah.
He had no chance of jumping that route because you're not going to try and jump a route with Brandin Cooks.
You're not gonna be playing. You're gonna give a player like that cushion. He demands cushion, sir. He demands cushion. You know what I'm saying? You can't be playing man up on him. You're gonna get burned. So let me see. I think he at the top of the screen. This just showing like how they like to use him, like a little swing pass, little screen pass. He's a yak guy. He's a brown liquor sipper. You know how we do it, man. You understand?
He be sipping that hen.
Yes, sir. Now look, this right here is stuff that's frustrating. Now Dak Prescott, I think Dak would have hit him. See, it's a lot of food left on this table with just Davis Mills being your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm telling you. This man could have had a way better year. He wasn't motivated. He didn't want to be there. He was throwing a hissy fit. So how much of production and motivation you think he gonna have to play with this squad? Now I know we humans. I know they're millionaires and they're getting paid to do this, but it's also a human element to this, man. If you're not motivated, you're just not motivated. It's gonna be hard to get up for games when your team absolutely suck. You know what I'm saying?
Let's put this into perspective for the guys. Like, this man has played with Tom Brady. He has played with Drew Brees.
Yeah.
He played with Sean McVay as his play caller when Jared Goff was actually good. So, like, to go from that to playing with Davis Mills, you know what I mean? Like, I would understand why I wouldn't be motivated. Like, this was a guy who went to Super Bowls back-to-back years. It was a guy that was constantly in the playoffs, constantly trying to win something.
Look, y'all know I had to have this play for y'all. Check him out on the right side of the screen. Look who he going up against. Stephon Gilly. He got Gilly on that one. You know what I'm saying? He got Gilly on that one. But, hey, that was good coverage still. You know what I'm saying? But that's showing you. I just told you how good Gilly is. Brandin Cooks still producing on him. Check out the speed. But Gilly got him on that one. Gilly got him on that one. He caught him on the out route. And look how terrible that decision was and that ball, man. Davis Mills should make you appreciate Dak Prescott, sir. He should make you appreciate that. Because he sure made me appreciate him. But check this out. Look at that speed, man. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Bink. Now look how terrible of a ball that was. If that was a better ball, man, that would have been touchdown. Check him out. Down the seam. Burnt everybody. That would have been a super touchdown. But what a terrible throw. Made him have to adjust and turn all the way around just to catch the football. That's on your quarterback. Dak would have led him out in front with that ball right there. He would have threw it right there. And look how it was just a bad ball. He still produced out of it. But, hey, that's showing you how he can take the top off the defense and how he can separate from his defenders. That's what we need in Dallas, sir. Trap. You got a savvy veteran plug-and-play guy that knows exactly how to get open in the zones and stuff like that, find the nooks and crannies to manipulate these zone coverages. He understands how to utilize his speed. He know how to manipulate the route running. He know how to open your hips up as a DB because you got to respect that speed. You got to give him a certain amount of cushion. Now, I'm going to be real with you. With a guy like this, most people are afraid when they line up against him because ain't nothing scarier to a DB than pure speed, sir. Ain't nothing scarier to a DB than pure speed. Because think about it. Even the best DBs, they really just not burners. They really more reactive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
listen,
yeah.
even if a defensive back has speed, a majority of the time they are backpedaling.
Facts.
So they're not even in a position to use their true speed, right? So they're trying to run backwards against a guy that runs a 4.3. So of course, it's going to be, they're going to have your heart racing like when they get up on you.
Yeah. Check them out with the slot route. Well, it's a post route. Got him. Hey, man. And then this is him being a number one corner. Wide receiver. This is him being a number one. This is him being a number one. And we're not asking all that. We're not even asking this from him. You know what I'm saying? We asking him to beat number two corners. Bink. Great adjustment to the ball. Man, I'm excited, man. Don't let nobody tell you that this was just a little weak move that you can just gloss over. That's not true. That's not true. You know some people calling us the Cowboy Mythbusters, Mr. Hen. You know what I'm saying? Some people call us the Cowboy Mythbusters. That's what I'm hearing on the street. You know what I'm saying? We got to set the record straight when y'all be having these crazy narratives. You know what I'm saying? This boy beating people on the edge. He's a slot guy. He can do whatever you want him to do. He's a yak guy, plug and play, veteran that's going to be ready to produce for this football team day one. And that's exactly what I wanted. Now, he's not the name I asked for, but he is exactly in the mold of what I was asking for. What you got here?
Now listen, I was just going to say two things real quick. Like, everybody was asking for DeAndre Hopkins and Odell Beckham. Right. Brandin Cooks had 1,000-yard season more recently than any of them boys.
Yeah.
Like it's been 2 entire seasons, since DeAndre Hopkins had 1,000-yard season, and it been like 4 for Odell. Brandin Cooks just had 1,000-yard seasons in 2021. Right. So he's only a year removed from being a 1,000-yard receiver. And the reason that he didn't get 1,000 yards this year is because he missed 4 games trying to force his way out of Houston.
Man, this boy just catching over 2 players like it ain't nothing, sir. Like it ain't nothing. High pointing the football at 5'11", I believe he is, and he's still high pointing the football over people's head. See, what people don't realize, when you got decent ball skills, man, height matters, but if you got decent ball skills, you already got the advantage over the DB, sir. You already got the advantage. This is why players like Tyreek Hill and players like Steve Smith still dominated this league, sir. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be the tallest guy. You want to know why? Because they know how to adjust with the football. They hand-eye coordination is way better than the DB most of the time. The DB is praying to God that you don't throw his way, man. That's just how they are. You know what I'm saying? The wide receiver he don't even got to look at the ball for long and then just go off and catch it. The DB is over there praying to God that you don't throw his way. So it's different. You don't have to be this super tall guy to be effective in the league. It's all about hand-eye coordination and ball, like, you know what I'm saying, judging the ball in the air. But this was a great play by him. Over the shoulder throw. Now, that was a decent throw. But look how he just was more physical than the wide receiver, high pointed the football. That's exactly what type of stuff we need in our slot. I believe he going to run more in the slot, though. Trap. Even though he is an outside receiver as well.
Well, he can do both. If you look at the snap breakdowns across his career, like he played 24.7% in the slot last year, 34% in the slot the year before, 29% the year before, 33%. Hell, even in 2016, he played 37% in the slot. So, like, he's a guy that you can move all around the field. So there really is no drop off, in his production from either slot. He can line up on the right side, left side slot. You can even motion him across the field, give him sweeps. Like he's that kind of player, man.
Hey man, look, y'all know I gotta laugh at him, bro. Look at this. Check out this linebacker. He started doing the red from Friday, like he just giving. I just can't do it. Look, that's that moment when you trying to show coach. I'm trying, coach. I'm giving effort. But I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Hey. Good luck trying to catch this dude. See, that's what you want to do. You see, they got him messed up on the linebacker. Like, that's just not fair. That's not fair.
That's a West Coast concept you just seen. This was a very, very shallow cross.
Yeah. That's not fair when you matching up a guy like that with a linebacker, sir. Like, good grief. You know what I'm saying?
And, you know, only reason I said that, I want you to know, like, you will see this play in our playbook for Brandin Cooks.
Did y'all see how easy that was? High point the football, extend, and ran right up the field. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even take that much motion, man. I love the body control he got. Know what I'm saying? Look how quick he changed direction, sir. Look how quick he changed direction. Trap. This is something that this team been needing for a long time, man. And shout out to the people. Shout out to the front office for actually getting us what we needed for once. You know what I'm saying? We've been needing this like a bad, you know what I'm saying? We've been needing this really, really bad. You understand? And we finally got it. And I'm happy.
You saw you smart enough to get out of bounds, too.
Yeah. And did you see how he tapped the ground? Like, he is Tyreek Hill-ish now. He is-ish. I'm not saying he is Tyreek Hill, but I'm just saying he is-ish. I like what I see from him. Shout out to Mafia Miles.
He was Tyreek Hill before Tyreek Hill, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Mafia Miles with the $5 super. I appreciate you, sir. Trap. He said, outside of our division, the only tough teams on our schedule is 49ers and Dolphins. I could see us finishing 14-3 next year. Maybe better. Amen. You know, I don't like to beat on my chest here, you know what I'm saying? But I did predict us 12-5 last year. You know what I'm saying? Now, to be fair, the way we got there wasn't exactly how I said, but I did say we was gonna finish 12-5. So I was pretty good in my prediction. Once the schedule come out, that's when I start doing my predictions and stuff. So I'm a hold out, because the way those games are aligned, it matters to me. You know what I'm saying? It matters to me.
That, and I gotta see what everybody does, man. I gotta see their final rosters. There's too much stuff going on between now and then for me to be predicting anything. And you know, I be sports betting, so you know this. Yeah. I don't just be picking. I don't be just picking stuff to be picking stuff.
Oh, they said Odell went to Minnesota. Good grief. That's final. We could have signed them and had two of them. You understand? Two of them, man. Why y'all? What you doing? Miss Gina L. chasing here. You know we got that fried bologna in there for you, man. We got a little mustard and everything. We gonna trap that thing on out. You already know we got it for you, Miss Gina. You know that. But man,
hey, before I forget, Coach Moore said please follow him on Twitter. He's trying to build his page up, brother.
Okay. We got you, Coach. Shout out to Coach Mob in the building. But yeah, man, let's see. Okay, what I had something else for the people too, I believe. Give me one second. Okay, here is, let me see. You did his numbers already, didn't you?
Yeah, there's always more numbers, man. So
Yeah.
You need some more numbers?
No, I got, let me see. You know, let's see. Boom. Let me see. Boom. Okay. We know Brandin Cooks got traded. Let me see. We know we got Brandin Cooks. I'm just going over some of the stuff I got prepared, you know. But I like what we got for him. You know what I'm saying? I like what we gave up. Only a 6th round pick. 5th round pick in 2024. 2023 5th rounder and a 2024 6th round pick. Players that probably gonna have their CDL, you know what I'm saying?
My mama.
You know, this is no hate, no disrespect, but you know, it is what it is. Like, most of these guys don't make the team. So we didn't give up anything, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion. I like what I got I like the value. Make sure y'all recheck that if Odell over there, because I ain't did it. So
I ain't seen it yet. I went and looked immediately.
Yeah, Cowboys recent roster moves. Tony Pollard franchise tag. Trade for Stephon Gilmore. Trade for Brandin Cooks. Rework Tyron Smith. Re-sign Donovan Wilson. Re-sign Leighton Vander Esch. Re-sign Cooper Rush. Re-sign special team CJ Goodwin and release Zeke Elliott. So Out of these moves right here, what is the letter grade y'all giving your front office so far in free agency? What's the letter grade y'all got going?
So let me ask you. Do you want an overall letter grade or do you want an individual letter grade for each move?
We got to do overall right now. I want class participation now. Make sure we get a letter grade. We need a letter grade for all the moves together so far. What do you think? How y'all feeling about your front office so far? Because they shut me up to a certain degree. So let's see what the people saying, man. How y'all feeling? And then I meant to do a poll about the Brandin Cooks move. What y'all feeling about that? Okay, I see. Marky Franklin says a B+. Peter Rizzo says a A. Double R says a B+. Lost in Translation says B+. Too Broke to Pay Attention says A-. Willie T
Jones
says
says
B. Let's see. Gina L. Chase says B+. Okay, the people feeling it. I see some C's coming along. Good grief. The C gotta be because of the players we got. Because the moves, bro, I told you, they giving me everything I want.
It could be that, or it could be partially how some people feel about the Ezekiel Elliott release.
Maybe the Zeke release. Yeah, true. He said we get Bobby Wagner, it's an A. Gene Jones says an A. John Cofield on Facebook said A so far. It would be an A++ if we get Bobby. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news to y'all, man, but I really don't think we're going to get Bobby. Because they're re-signing the LVE, I think that took us out of it, man. So I don't want to be the bearer of bad news.
C. Choctaw says C-. Miss
Regina says an A. You know what I'm saying? Swain says B+. Louis Nevada says B+. Carolina Cowboys says A-. I believe that might be the fairest one you could say. What's up
Eli
with the
said B-.
fellas? The false signings and trades in the chat. I don't know, Mr. Brian Gaines. I just was reading what they said. So, hey, don't take my word for it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even looking at Twitter right now. So don't take my word. HTM Sports, you ever heard of this guy right here? You ever heard of him? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that. Who is this guy right here? Have you ever heard of him? He says A. This guy. Some guy named HTM Sports on here. He says A.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think I do know that gentleman, man. He seemed pretty educated, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about numbers.
Maybe so. Michael Lockhart says B+. Aston Howard says an A, but they need to get Bobby. Saint says B+, A+ if we get Bobby. You know Choctaw always on the wrong side of the bed. That's my guy, though. Choctaw, I know he gave him a C. Where my guy at? Oh, Choctaw gave him a C-, man. Hey. My boy Choctaw ain't never woke up on the right side of the bed. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Common Sense Lab says B+. Carl Main said we can go get a Bobby in the draft. I don't know about a Bobby, but we can get a decent linebacker though.
Nah, you said a Bobby. Like Bobby got a gold jacket coming.
That's a gold jacket guy. Shout out to Amp Sports in here with the A- in the building. Kevin Hicks got an A-. He said I need that tool, fam. I got you, Amp Sports. I got you. Kevin Hicks says A-. Let's see. Brian Bradford says B. Marcus Hardison says nefarious. Good grief. You know what I'm saying? Trap. If you didn't know, you know that's my signature. You know what I'm saying? Bruce got the toxic juice in the bed and says B. So I think everybody, for the most part, are pretty much happy with these moves. Yeah. Everybody is pleased. I think they done finally shut us up. Do y'all think we gotta retire the Dollar Bill Jones yet?
Dollar Bill!
No.
Shut down!
Do we gotta retire this?
You know why? Well, you know why it's no?
Why? Because
1 year does not equate to what you've done in your career.
Yeah,
the same way that I'm not going to call Dak Prescott turnover prone for having 1 year of throwing interceptions. I'm not going to call this man aggressive or retired Dollar Bill Jones because he had 1 year of doing things right. Right. And listen, we still can't not call him Dollar Bill Jones. All they did was finesse. He gave him a fifth round. He gave him a fifth round pick for Stephon Gilmore. Great pick. Still a great player. Probably a top 10 cornerback right now still. But he gave up next to nothing to get him. Same thing with Brandin Cooks. He was so cold with Brandin Cooks. They paying part of Brandin Cooks' deals, so he'll be here in Dallas. And they only had to give him a fifth round and a sixth. So he's still cheap as hell.
Yeah.
He's still cheap as hell, so he's still Dollar Bill. But he just he went to Ross, and they had a sale he couldn't refuse. Like the polos were 70% off when he went there, so he got some polos this time.
Yes, sir. Hey, he changed it up on us. That's what he did. He just changed how cheap he was. He you know what I'm saying? He altered the way how cheap he was. That's all he did. Cause
he was this cheap.
Yeah, it still was pretty cheap. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't get mad at the deal. It's still pretty cheap. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like it was pretty effective as well though. You know what I'm saying?
And this why I gave him good grades on the moves he made. Because it can be cheap to a fault, right? But he made moves that made sense. He added guys that can still play, that still produced just last year, right? At positions of need. And that's exactly what we asked for. We never asked him to go out here and try and trade for somebody like Devontae Adams. We didn't ask him to go and trade for Jamar Chase. We didn't ask for T. Higgins. We didn't ask for a young guy that's gonna reset the market or nothing. We asked you to get somebody better than Noah Brown, and you did it.
Facts. So I ain't too mad at it, man. I'm pretty decent with it. I like some of the moves. But this right here is our projected starting lineup. Shout out to John Mochata. Y'all go follow him on Twitter, man. He's a great follow. Shout out to him.
Trap.
So, okay. This is our projected starting lineup. Tony Pollard at running back. Y'all stop me when you're feeling bad, when you're feeling sad. You know what I'm saying? They probably already stopped me with the running back. Shout out to JP in the building, Cowboy, Brian. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We trapping, man. Make sure you hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card, man. I appreciate everybody and all the love and support, the donations, man. Hey, we about to book these flights to go to the draft. So, hey, it's up, man. We going to bring y'all a draft experience. A lot of people never been there. I've never been there. And we finna really trap that thing on out, sir. So, if y'all want to support, make sure y'all hit that Cash App and the Super Chats, man. It's all going to help us moving forward and get better with the show, so we appreciate it. But look, Tony Pollard, CeeDee Lamb, how you feel about that? CeeDee Lamb and Tony Pollard. Hey, that's controversial, CeeDee Lamb, you know what I'm saying? No. Miss Regina already said stop. I know you don't like the Zeke, Miss Regina. I know it. I'm sorry. I can't do nothing about it. I can't do nothing. It's made me sad too, man. I really like Zeke, man, but everybody time comes. Shout out to Choctaw, Montana with the $5 super. You know what I'm saying? Everybody time come, man. Dak time gonna come out the while, and I'm gonna be sad about that. But he says, just because I'm not giving out A's and B's don't mean I am not happy. They are making moves, but a lot of these moves are straight up shut up signings. Oh, okay. He said they straight up shut up signings. Hey, I shut up if you making moves, man. I ain't gonna lie, cause it would be, I say it'll be qualified as a straight shut up signing if they didn't significantly improve our team. And I can't say that they didn't do that. They did. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a little more Choctaw. I think it's just a little more. Like they didn't go all out and bet the house. They didn't push all the chips in the middle of the table now, but you know what I'm saying? They did do some significant things to get this team better, and I appreciate it. But
Lamont said he going to the draft, kinfolk.
Oh, you gonna go to the draft, man? Make sure y'all see us. Make sure you come meet us. We can link up. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna do. You know, we want to meet some of y'all too, man. As long as you're not a weirdo, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're good people, we good people. You know what I'm saying? But CeeDee Lamb, Brandin Cooks, Michael Gallup. Hey, that's a nice receiving core right there, sir. That's a nice receiving core. We got better overnight. We got bet overnight. This is what a lot of people failing to realize. You mad that you didn't get the Corvette when you still got the new Charger. You got the new Charger, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mad you ain't get lasagna when your mama made you spaghetti. Now she made you some spaghetti. And the spaghetti is well made. It's good. You know what I'm saying?
You got the meat in it, the sausages.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
The sauce hen right. You understand me? Hey, Lost in Translation said we acting nefarious today. You know what I'm saying? But look, okay, this is controversial. The tight end position and the left tackle position, they did them things back to back. Y'all talk to me now. Talk to me. How y'all feeling about that? How you feeling about that? I don't see Mr. Dalton on here anywhere. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling, Mr. Hen? How you feeling?
I feel fine so far.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you look at those players, you have a lot of speed. Tony Pollard ran a 4.3 his pro day. Oh, CD Lamb, he doesn't have a fast 40 time, but he's a true number one. He's an all-pro wide receiver. Brandin Cooks, 4.3 speed, 6,000 yard seasons.
Yeah.
Michael Gallup, he, you know, as a third wide receiver, he actually shows up when he's number 3. Like, you can expect him to do some pretty good things, and he should be healthy.
Hey, hold on. Shout out to Eddie Banks. I don't think I ever seen him in here. Shout out to you. Welcome to the trap. But somebody said, Brian Bradford said, no seasoning in the spaghetti. Good. You can't say that, man. I think it tastes good. I think it's good. You know what I'm saying? Said no sugar in the sauce.
Ooh, man, that's why you're wrong. They put a little brown sugar in there with the crushed tomato. You know, they marinated the garlic.
They dressed it up. Well, they dressed it up and made it real for us. Now they made it real for us. What Future said. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I think we good though. So now with Jake Ferguson, whatever that means. But whatever, like Jake Ferguson, I feel comfortable with him being a starter. I'm not afraid of him being a starter. You know, maybe we might take a step down. Who knows? But I got faith in 4. I think Dak can make sure he get what he need from his tight end position. What you think, him?
Dak Prescott has made all the tight ends he played with look good.
Facts.
So even if we don't have Dalton Schultz, who I think, you know, who I would have kept, he has made all the tight ends look good. Like, there's a guy that's not even in the league right now in Blake Jarwin who got paid because of his play with Dak Prescott. Right, got hurt, was never really the same guy. Then got released and didn't get picked up.
Yep.
He got paid playing with Dak Prescott. Dalton Schultz got $10 million guaranteed for a single season playing with Dak Prescott.
Facts.
So, you know, I like the idea of Jake Ferguson.
I feel like Ferg can do his thing. And then if it's a drop off, okay, this is an exercise we're gonna do in the chat, y'all. Class participation now. Class participation. Okay, look. If Dalton Schultz, you'll have to rate Dalton Schultz and then rate what Ferg would be. How big of a drop off would you say? Like 10 being he's nowhere near this man, and then 1 being is just slightly a drop off. What y'all think, Kyle? If we were to go into this season with Jake Ferguson, how big of a drop off y'all think that'll be at tight end? 10 being the sky's falling, 1 being, man, let's talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Trap.
I'm fine with the listen, this lineup is fine. Tyron Smith playing left tackle when he's healthy. Like, we had this conversation. He's still Tyron Smith to a degree. Like,
Lost in Translation said, upgrade. You real nefarious today, ain't you, sir? You real nefarious. Queen said 0. Ooh, Queen nefarious today, too. Choctaw nefarious. Too, bro, to pay attention. You said you slightly concerned. Young DC4L says 2 or 3. James Simmons says 0. Willie says 0. Y'all real nefarious. Shout out to TA Cowboys. I ain't seen you in here in a minute, man. How you doing? Shots are real nefarious saying 0. Miss Gina says a 1. She's not really concerned. She says moving along. You know what I'm saying? She says moving along.
I'm not concerned either.
Aaron Ball says about a 3. Ashton says 4 or 5. That's high, sir. You the highest one. Like, do you want to talk about it, sir? Do you want to talk about it? You know what I'm saying? Do we need to talk about it, sir? Please post your concerns in the chat. We'll discuss that. 4 or 5 is very high. So you're not afraid and screaming for your life, but you are concerned. You're significantly concerned. You know what I'm saying? Well, most people they saying they good. B Bird with the $2 super. I appreciate you, sir. He says Cooks speed keeps those safeties deep, help run game. Yeah, that helps the run game. You can't load up the box when you got a speedster right there that's ready to take off the top. You know what I'm saying? Bars. You can't load up the box when you got a receiver taking off your top. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know them big bars. But Michael Lockhart says 5. Ugh. Marcel says 5-ish. Ugh. That's pretty strong. With the K though. Brian Bradford says 5. Okay, a lot of people most people ain't too concerned. Tyrone Church says a -2. You want to be nefarious, don't you? Okay, but DeMarcus Lawrence, I skipped everybody. But okay, I feel like everybody else pretty solid, you know what I'm saying? Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, Terrence Steele, DeMarcus Lawrence, I like D-Law, but hey, we need to be shopping for somebody who can take his place in a few years. What you think about that?
We need to be shopping for upgrades at all times for all players.
Yeah.
Right? Because, it may not be right now, right? But, you always need to draft somebody in a later round. That you might need to draft somebody with nefarious themselves, like they would have been a first or a second round pick, but they done knocked their girlfriend upside the head, or they got caught with them pounds in the trunk. Like you got like L. Collins, L. Collins had a high draft grade, but he did not go high because of they thought he killed somebody. It turned out not to be true. But, it tarnished his reputation where we could pick him up.
Okay.
So, you always need to be trying to find a discount, bring somebody in that you can use as a reclamation project for a guy in front of him.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. Out of this list on the offense, before we move to the defense real quick, okay, what flaw do y'all see on the offense? Now, I guess you could say running back is an unknown at this point.
Hold on. Wait, we're not gonna do that.
What?
We're not gonna do that. Like, why am I gonna sit here? You have a Pro Bowl running back.
Yeah.
Listen. I know y'all miss Zeke. I miss Zeke. All right, I thought he had a place on this team, but we're not gonna sit here and act like Tony Pollard did not get over 1,000 yards on under 200 carries.
Yeah.
Right. We're not gonna act like he was not one of the most explosive running backs in the National Football League last year. Right, we're not going to do that. Yes, like you could say running back 2, but not your starting running back. Like that's the thing you're looking for. Like you're looking for somebody to help Tony Pollard. You're looking for somebody that you want to run on short yardage. You're looking for somebody that you want to pass block sometimes, a power back. That's what you're looking for. When you look at your starter, Tony Pollard is fine.
Shout out to Choctaw Montana. My bad. Shout out to Choctaw Montana with the $2 super. He says next year, JT Tamulua, man, I speak broken English. Why you gonna do me like that with that name? Is D-Law's replacement. I'm gonna have to look him up. Choctaw be like 2-3 years ahead with the draft. Like, hey, he a monster with it. Yeah. The only reason I said semi-unknown because Tony's still hurt. But I'm telling y'all right now, from the reports and stuff I've been hearing, they saying that it's just a broken leg. He would be fine. So it's no long term, concerns or none of that. He would be fine. He just got to heal. So I ain't saying it's an unknown. But okay, Michael Gallup being your wide receiver 3, I'm not concerned with that. I'm actually excited about that. So that's a strength. Now the tight end could be concerning because it's an unknown. But I have a lot of faith, and I feel like Jake Ferguson will be a great replacement for Dalton Schultz. It might take him a little time because, it's a learning curve, but I think he'll be fine. And, the line, Tyron Smith is a big question mark, to be real, but I got faith in my guy. I'm rocking with him. Now on the defense, the only hole I see is defensive tackle. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And that's if Quentin Bohannon does not make a jump. Because if he does make a jump, because remember he's been playing a lot, but he was a 6th round pick for a reason. So let's just get that out there.
Yeah. So
if he's able to develop, then you don't have a hole there.
Yeah.
If not, then you definitely need to go get your ass a big fat sloppy body defensive tackle. That
a trash can full of dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mafia Mind GTA with the $5 super. I appreciate you, sir. He says we need a running back that can do both unless we are planning on running 2 running back sets. Otherwise, the defense will know what's coming. Yeah, you're right. I think we're going to add a running back. So I'm not saying like we just going to rock out with Tony, but I wouldn't look at the running back position as a weakness, though. I still wouldn't, because you got a Pro Bowl back that's a home run hitter. Like, a lot of teams don't have that, and we do. Even though we, paying $10 million for him. You know what I'm saying? We still got him. But defensive tackle with Osa Odigizua, we really need, this is a big year for Osa. We need him to take a step. We need Quinn Bohannon to take a step. This is a make or break year for them too, I believe. What y'all think? This might be a make or break year for Osa Odigizua and Quinn Bohannon. They got to get it. And if they drop a defensive tackle, they might be, maybe be a cut or something. One of them might be a cut.
Man, we get Mozzie Smith or somebody, it's a wrap.
Yeah, ain't no telling.
They trade bait. Listen, they have things they are good at. Like they can, like I said, on passing down, they can push the pocket, apply pressure, they can get you some sacks. They ain't gonna stop the run. They little light in the ass for that. So,
so I think
we get somebody like Mozzie Smith that can do both. It's over.
Yeah, I think we pretty solid on the rest of them, man. Leighton Vander Esch, it ain't the McDonald's, but you got McDonald's at home. You know what I'm saying? If Damone Clark take a jump, bro, it is on, y'all. It is on. If Damone get that jump, it's on. You know what I'm saying? Then, okay, Stephon Gilmore and Diggs, that's tremendous. That's outstanding. Cornerback 3, Bland or Jordan Lewis, that's outstanding. Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker, we got one of the strongest safety rooms in the NFL, sir. We already know that. So, we don't have many holes on this defense. I'll say, if anything, I want to upgrade that defensive tackle. And, if a linebacker falls to me, I'm drafting him. You know what I'm saying? Defensive end is a sneaky need, too. So, don't forget that. Shout out to Kevin Gray on Twitter. Make sure y'all go follow him. He says, so the Cowboys flip Noah Brown for Brandin Cooks. Is that how this works? So, look, ain't that interesting? HTM, they trapped that thing on out. Shout out to Common Sense Lab with the $2 holler. He says 7 yards before LVE catches to the tackle is a weakness. Good grief. Man, hey, shout out to Boss Cowboy Sports, man. I was in his chat yesterday. Somebody called him the Wolf Hugger, man. Good grief.
Why y'all be playing so
y'all so wrong, bro. Y'all ain't no good. But okay, Noah Brown for Brandin Cooks. Look, this do make you think about it. Like, bro, if y'all wanted Noah Brown and we wanted Brandin Cooks, we should have been able to get a deal done last year. You know what I'm saying? They signed Noah Brown and we signed Brandin Cooks, and we couldn't have worked that out. That's weird, man. That's weird.
Well, this is the thing. I don't think on paper they saw Noah Brown being an acquisition worthy of getting traded for Brandin
last
Cooks,
year. You right. Yeah.
The season was still ongoing. He only ended with 555 yards. So ain't no telling how many yards he had when we actually play, when the trade deadline came. So I understand why a deal couldn't get done at that point. And they only signed him for a 1-year deal for like $1 million.
Yeah.
So like they don't believe Noah Brown like that.
They ain't investing in them either though. So yeah, I just thought it was interesting that we swapped out receivers, but we couldn't get to a deal. And we visited the negotiation table last year and we couldn't get it done. Then Jerry Jones and them said they ran out of ink in their pen or something.
I think they said the fax machine stopped working. While the deal was downloading or something.
That's just
Wi-Fi.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
They so wild. that's all front office, boy. They wild. But this is pretty much showing everybody what Brandin Cooks' journey has been before he got to the Cowboys. So let's take a look at it. All right, the Brandin Cooks story. Shout out to John Williams on Twitter. The Brandin Cooks story says is so intriguing. Saints traded up in 2014 to draft him at 20th overall. New Orleans traded him to New England for a first. Patriots traded him to the Rams for a first. Rams traded him to the Texans and for a second. After rookie season, 1,000 yards in the last 8 years. Now, hey, that boy is adaptable, ain't he? That boy is adaptable. Now, it is kind of, it does raise my antennas to wonder why they be releasing them so much, though. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's peculiar.
I can actually give you the backstory on most of this if you want to go and look at it with me.
Yeah, let's do that.
So let's take a look. So I want you to remember something. Brandin Cooks was a first-round pick. He was the 20th pick overall, in the draft in 2014. Now, when you look at it, right, he was finna get enumerated, right? He came up for after his third year. He was going to his fourth year. He played his first 3 years with the Saints. Well, New England traded for him, right? Because they needed a number one receiver for Tom Brady. Yeah. So, he was one of the best receivers that he had. So the Saints did not want to pay him, even though he did have back-to-back 1,100-yard seasons, right? So they ended up trading him to the New England Patriots. Yeah. So he was still on his rookie deal with 2 years left. So what happened was he had got a concussion during the Super Bowl, and, they had questions about his health. So they traded him to the LA Rams, who then extended him.
Oh, okay.
The Rams ended up trading him for the same reason because of injury concerns to the Houston. No, matter of fact, his contract expired. He did not get traded to to Houston. He signed as a free agent with Houston. Oh, okay. Then Houston traded him.
Yeah, so he's a well-traveled man. I'll say that. He's a well-traveled man. I'll say that.
But
he does produce though. He produces everywhere he goes. That's what made me it was concerning when I heard how much he's been passed around, but then
it was the money. It was the money 2 times.
Once I seen how much he produced, all those concerns went out the window, sir. They went out the window. So let me see. I had a few more things I was looking at. Hold on. What happened? Well, I messed my thing up. Look like. Let me see. But I ain't tripping too much off him being passed around, though. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, he produced everywhere. He was adaptable. I like that. So that's a good indication of what you gonna get when he coming here. He coming right to Dak Prescott, ready to go off. You know what I'm saying? He ready to do it. And he's a plug-and-play guy. They did exactly what I wanted. They didn't go in the draft and take a gamble again. They did something that was for sure. They got that bird in the hand.
No, real talk.
So let's see. I got one more thing I was talking about. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Bam. Okay. 19. Bam. Okay. Let's see. Now, they already was giving signs out there, man. They got pictures together already. So, I seen an Instagram post or a Twitter post, one of them. But Brandin Cooks was already communicating with him. Like that. That's what I was telling y'all yesterday. You gotta pay attention to the internet these days.
You do realize they played together already, right?
Who they played with? Oh, New England.
2017.
New England. You're right.
The way he said Pam Pelosi reunited.
Yeah, you're right. Now look, we got to do a little slight troll on the week old Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Them filthy turd birds. You understand? You already know that. Them boys, losing everything. They are in shambles. You know what I'm saying? When we had to go look into, when we got a view of how they feeling over there, it was real sad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was crying. It was really sad. You know what I'm saying? They losing everybody. And we over here reeing up. We reloading. You know what I'm saying? We don't know nothing about that. We don't understand. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand. We good. But let's get back to it, man. Let's get back to it. Yeah. I ain't tripping off of it. I'm just laughing at everything they built is just crumbling down. That's the best thing for a Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? Trap. How you feel about that?
Hey, I'm finna say they finna have to pay Jalen Hurts like $50 million, ain't they?
I pray they do. I'm telling you right now, that is not gonna be. I don't think that's gonna be a good move. But go ahead. You know what I'm saying? That might be one of them things that have me in a position like this. You know, even with Cowboy Nation, y'all love y'all some Jalen Hurts scene, like. You know what I'm saying? But I stand on what I say. You know, I'm solid with it.
Well, I'm solid and stand on whatever.
You know how we do it. But yeah, man, I do like the team building strategy that we did opposed to what they did, because we didn't like sacrifice it all. You know what I'm saying? And then we got players that still gonna stay here with us. We ain't losing nothing, y'all. Y'all should be happy. Y'all should be pleased. We're not losing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Mobby Mike. Give him $100 million, please. I want them to pay Jalen Hurts. I'm telling you straight up. He ain't did nothing to the Cowboys for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is no diss, but these are this is a factual statement, man. You can tell the truth still. Can you still tell the truth in 2022, 23 in? Can you still tell the truth? You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
He hasn't did nothing against. He ain't did nothing against the Cowboys, man. He ain't. You know what I'm saying? And we still been smacking them around when we got our quarterback. So that's something y'all got to keep in mind.
Eagles have not beaten Dak Prescott since 2019, so that's 4 years. We keep talking about this. We good, long as Dak is the quarterback. As long as Dak is the quarterback, you will not beat him. You ain't beat him in 4 years.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the last guy to beat Dak Prescott is not even on the team.
Facts.
Carson Wentz is gone, being sorry as hell on everybody else's team.
And look, y'all still had that science,
Cause you went out. Ain't here. Oh, there you go. I hear you now.
Y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we back.
We can hear you now. All right, thank God. We good. We rolling. Hey, we in the trap, man. Hit that sound, man.
I gotta get this shortage fixed, man. I gotta get this shortage fixed. But yeah, man. What were we talking about?
We were talking about the Eagles not being able to beat Dak Prescott. You know, the usual stuff. Them being sorry as hell and being delusional. Talk about they good. They talk about they good against a quarterback that's 8-3 against them.
How they never win.
Boy, one of those wins with Dak Prescott play the series. They talk about they good.
I ain't gonna lie, that year we was sitting our players out and they won, man. I got a partner that's an Eagles fan. He called me, still celebrate. I don't care. We still beat y'all. You can tell how bad they want to beat us, bro. They do not beat us. You know what I'm saying?
Ever. And listen, like you ain't beat a player in 4 years, and you play him like twice a year. That's not concerning to you. Like, you actually have to win your division, right? How many times y'all gonna bring up two Eagles? I know y'all Super Bowl that shouldn't y'all be looking to win. So this, well, listen, I'm old enough to have seen us win 3 Super Bowls. I know you have never seen the Eagles win more than one. So we can start with that. But yes, we're going to talk about the Eagles as long as they talk about us, because they ain't shit.
Hey, tell them again. Hey, I don't know what they talking about. And they say stuff like that, but they content creators actually naming our content creators and our team That's all they talk about. So, but when we talk about it, what y'all talking about the Eagles for? Hey, it don't work like that. Most of the time when you hear me talking about the Eagles, I'm shooting back. You know how we do.
Hey, yo, pass me a lighter, I'm trying to smoke me out.
I'm shooting back. I ain't just bringing them up. They always got our name in their mouth because you know why.
We are America's team, the most watched,
You know
the
why.
most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
So no, don't you ever forget that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Hey,
man.
Leon L said he thought you was a landlord. He said shouldn't nothing over there be broken.
Hey, man, we in the trap though.
Trap.
We trapping. Hey, I'm a slum lord at this point, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Said they literally care. They literally only care about beating us. Facts. That's all they ever talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's why they still like to feel. They still feel like they got a successful season because they beat us. You know what I'm saying? They still feel successful. Hey, we beat y'all. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. We ain't listening to that. But yeah.
You know, it's not much of a rivalry. People say that the Eagles are our rivals. We got a stranglehold on the head-to-head, which actually matters, right? That was defines a rivalry, right? The head-to-head, like we go crazy with that.
Yeah.
We got more championships than them too, right? 5-1.
Way more, you know.
All right, so we got more division titles than them, right?
Way more, yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, what's a rivalry yet?
There is no rivalry with them. They just loud and annoying, bro. I've been told you that. They just loud and annoying. That's all. But yeah, man, I'm probably finna get ready to wrap this thing on up, man. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. We got Brandin Cooks film on here. We talked about everything going on around the league. We talked about how much better we gonna be with Brandin Cooks. So I hope y'all appreciate it, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad now.
Trap.
So how y'all feeling after the Brandin Cooks move? Y'all feel like we did a good thing because I know we did. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Like, listen, we upgraded a wide receiver 2. That's all we asked them to do. We have more speed. We have veteran leadership. We have playoff experience. We have a guy who can stretch the field. We got everything we asked for. Listen, moving Michael Gallup back to the wide receiver 3, like, you know, that's improving your wide receiving core. Just letting Noah Brown walk and adding Brandin Cooks, you're actually deep at wide receiver now.
Facts. You didn't flip that weakness into a strength overnight.
With one move.
Yeah, and then you got Jalen Tobin them coming down the pipe hole. You got what's his name? Kavontae Turpin. We can probably get some from them people. We never know. And then when you add a player like Brandin Cooks to CeeDee Lamb on that side, that makes everybody better. You know what I'm saying? That makes CeeDee Lamb better. I'm really more happy for CeeDee Lamb. You know what I'm saying?
Don't work.
I'm happier for CeeDee Lamb.
Trap.
You know what I'm saying? CeeDee just had all that heavy lifting he did by himself, and now he got some help. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this, just imagine how much help this going to help for CeeDee Lamb. Like, CeeDee probably going to be even more dominant. You know what I'm saying? When people can't focus on him. So, like, that's a huge upgrade for our team, man. But we finna go and wrap this thing on up, man. Make sure you let them know where to find you at Mr. HTM Sports.
Hey, man, it's your boy, Henry the Mo. You can catch me at the liquor store, but come over here to HTM Sports where we'll be dropping more Cowboy content. We can get drunk on that while Jerry get drunk on his yacht, man.
Yes, sir, man. You know I go by Landlord from Alabama. You're a plug for everything about America's team, a.k.a.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
And I appreciate everybody coming with me, man, and rocking with me, man. But I appreciate you. And like I say, 1K, 1 love. Cowboys Nation. Let's go. You know how we do it, man. I appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all have a good day. Let's go.